Good morning, admin team. It is my pleasure today to present to you my favorite EdTech resource, Quizzes. Quizzes is a great EdTech resource that blends assessment, instruction, practice, and gamification, all while motivating students to learn and help educators close gaps. Let's take a look. On your home screen, you will have your Explore page. This is where you can explore the vast library based off of all of the core 4 content standards: math, science, ELA, and social studies. But it doesn't stop there. In the library, you can have different branches depending on what it is you are trying to tailor your lesson to, your assessment to, or just create a fun interactive game for. So as you can see, my page is already tailored to ELA. Here, you can discover all the types of quizzes that they have to offer. Now, don't get distracted by the name. Quizzes is not just a quiz. Quizzes can be lessons, and quizzes can also be games. Over here, beyond the Explore page, you will have your library. Let's take a look. These are all of my quizzes that I have done for my students with ranges of topics. Let's click on one. As you can see, you can have two options on how you want to assess your students. You can have an instructor-led session, which will be a live quiz, or you can assign for asynchronous learning, which is independent practice. Quizzes has a great new feature called Quizzes AI, which makes your quizzes better by modifying them, differentiating, or just overall improving engagement. On your screen, you can see your multiple choice questions. You can also change them if you like, or enhance with AI. So while I enhance with AI, I can reduce the number of options, create a drag and drop or a drop down assessment type of question. You can also fix grammatical errors, replace with similar questions, convert to a real world scenario, or add answer explanations. So I really enjoy finding a replacement with this AI tool for the type of question. Let's watch the magic happen. All right, so the question goes from what is the definition of conflicting viewpoints in literature to what does it mean when we are contrasting perspectives in a piece of literature? And they also change around the questions. I absolutely love that feature. Okay, so you can also view your reports from your students. So you are allowed to import your classes from Google Classroom, and it's very easy. It's not hard or tedious. So you can see I gave this quiz on 9/29, about 2 months ago, and here's the data. So I had accuracy and growth go from 56% to 75. This is my completion rate, number of students, number of questions. So I can see how many students completed the assignment, how many did not, and how many just did not attempt the assignment yet. You can see all of the data for your students down below, their score out of the number of questions, and that can go directly in your gradebook if you like. And you can also evaluate your students for their growth and accuracy and just measuring for overall mastery. Mastery is very important when we are trying to close these gaps because you can assign these quizzes as homework assignments that students can do outside of school, or just a blended learning assignment or an acceleration assignment as well. So if I view the quiz and I would go to how I want to do my assignment, assign a class, Click Assign. And this is how you will be able to assign your quizzes. And you can share it via several platforms. And so let's take a look back at reports. You can see that it is scheduled right there. You also can email and share scores with parents so that they're involved as well. All right, so here I'm going to show you how you can create a quiz. So this amazing feature with Quiz AI, you can create a quiz from scratch or use their AI tool to generate quizzes. You also can create with Lesson AI, which adds fun and interactive slides to assessments that students already love. So let's click on one. Let's do Create from Scratch. So here you can add a slide or import from your already previous lessons, maybe you've done in past years, and you can create your PowerPoint, create your question types over here. You also can add media, shapes, graphics, tables, and so on and so forth. What I love most about quizzes, I would say, is the gamification feature. So not on my end, but on the student's end, you can see how it's more of like an interactive game. And because it's a game, the students really don't feel like they're learning, right? Because learning can become a chore or tiresome after a while for a lot of students. So making this quizzes feature and adding it into your everyday instruction really creates excitement for our learners because they have things like power-ups and they're competing with their other classmates and they're seeing their scores and their points popping on the screen, and they have fun avatars and names that get generated. It's just brings the learning and transforms it into something that I know I could not have imagined when I was coming up in school, to have a lesson or a quiz as cool as this. So I just absolutely love this feature. And I think that your students will love it as well if you add it on to your district as a blended learning EdTech resource. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to this presentation today. Have a good one. Bye.